We are talking about living and serving with eternity in view. Is it possible for a leader to pursue results and performance at the expense of eternity? The kind of things we see today in the church is because that consciousness is gone. So the quest for profit, the quest for personal gain is creeping and eating us up like a cancer. And what that cancer is chopping is the consciousness of eternity. When was the last time you actually thought about heaven on a serious note? That day you were lying about heaven. That day you were doing that kind of thing in the office because nobody was there. Did you think about heaven? When is the last time you preached or you mentioned or you thought about the rapture? And this thought of rapture kept the church on track. When is the last time I thought about rapture? The rapture of the believers. That it can happen. When I begin to speak against my brother or sister behind his or her back, am I conscious of the rapture? When I begin to do things that are not clear because I need urgent money, I'll handle some urgent problems, am I conscious of rapture? When last did you insist on pleasing God at the expense of your personal gain? As a leader, I'm talking to leaders. As a pastor, how often do you agree with the pastor in our leaders meeting and you turn back after the meeting and you begin to corrupt other people that were there and get the same idea you voted for? How often do you do that? How do you vote for it in the public and fight against it in the secret? Who are you? Who am I? That is when the real me is before God. That's when the real worship to God counts. Search me, O God. People with eternity in view. They don't sin because they lack opportunities of sinning. But they don't sin because they are conscious of God and they are conscious of eternity. They have the opportunity to do it, but they won't do it because they are conscious of eternity. People with eternity in view don't do things because others do them. They do things because God approves them. If he was here, will he say what I'm about to say? Will he enter where I'm about to enter? Will he dance this kind of things I am dancing here in the secret? God sees our heart. He sees us in the secret. If our Christians were to follow our heart that God sees and knows, will they end in hell? Those who live and serve eternity in view don't do things fleshly. Those with eternity, they know that I need one another so that we can do the work of God for the glory of God. God is in the church as well as he is where you are working. How clean are your hands? If you are a man of eternity, you live with daily evaluation. Living and serving with eternity. Leaders, are you misusing God's money? Sometimes the pastor is not aware of what they are doing with God's money. And my cry this morning, our cry, is that we come back to carry the thoughts of heaven on our hearts wherever we go, whatever we are doing. Can we bow our heads as a